A very good afternoon, at least for me, or evening or morning. I am Meyer from Lenormand Course Online. I'm really happy that you're watching my video. And today I am going to talk to you about the Lenormand cards, the Clouds. I'll just say I work with this deck myself. I think this is very beautifully drawn. Let's see, the deck that you can work with best is this one. So that's the Clouds. I have to say, I like it. What I do want to say, I better say it now, it is sometimes difficult to see, especially in this one. They often talk about a light and a dark part. Is with this one. I can see it with this one. There you can see that on the right, this side is just light. You see if there is a card next to it, then you know, oh well, it is not too bad. You can play with that. I can't see it properly with that other set, but good. The Clouds. I am going to describe what you see at the Clouds. On the card of the Clouds you can see a kind of thunderstorm in the distance. My other set of cards shows dark clouds on the left, but you can also see the sky clearing on the right. There are two rocks with water flowing from. Water can also be seen around it. In the medallion you see the King of the Clubs with a crown on his head. He wears chainmail with a crown on top of his head. There is a black clubs to be seen. It's a black card. There is a lot to be said about the Clouds. It's not like there's just one meaning for it. It depends on your theme and your question. The Clouds can represent different people. I'll get to that in a moment. A brief description. There can be concerns, there can be temporary problems, obstacles. It doesn't matter which question you ask. If you draw this card, you can do that very well. I would also like to say that the card represents moderately negative. What does that mean? That does mean that it is a kind of card to shake you awake for a while. It also depends on which cards are next to it. Are there super positive and positive cards next to it, it is often a card to shake you up for a moment. That in itself is not bad because then you can continue with your life. If it was always okay, what are you doing on earth? Yeah, you know. Well, that's just a thing. But the point is that you might have some concerns. That certainly could. As a result, you may find it strange or you may not find it strange inside. That gives this card. You are being opposed and an unpleasant situation has arisen. You are a bit depressed at the moment, yes, logically, and can be a bit depressed. This card can certainly also indicate that after a lot of worries, improvements are to be made. That is also. It is true that the future is not fixed, you can control it. You can determine that yourself. The card also shows that you have learned a lot. Then you can too. That's the other way around. That is what I already say. Then there are again a lot of positive cards. Get an overview of what you do. That you suddenly think, well, that's how I had it. That's how I wanted to see it earlier. But okay, it is never too late, and now I see it clearly. So you look again at the cards that lie around it. It can also represent vigilance. That you have in mind somewhere, to be vigilant. That you are aware of a situation that could happen. This card is about problems, an obstacle, and something you want to get out of the way. If you have a question about your relationship and you draw this card, immediately check which card is next to it. Because that is always interesting. because it can very well indicate whether the relationship has dried up a bit at the moment, just like a plant. If you don't water a plant either, it will hang limply too. At some point he can't handle it anymore. Then he needs love again through water, through your attention. That's what it's all about. You can also see that in the cards themselves. So imaginary needs water. It may also be that the cards indicate that financial growth is coming. Okay, there can also be financial growth. Then there is often another card next to it. Or a ship or a fish. If the question is about money, otherwise it has a different meaning. Okay, or worries about, well, what your topic is. This card again, they say, is a victim role. I myself do not draw him for that, I draw the coffin, but it is possible. It's possible. That's this card, yes, the clouds, that is this card. I'll show it to you again. Tip: don't be so gloomy. With everything you know now, you can choose another path that you want to take in your life. You have learned from the obstacles you encountered, and therefore you know how to proceed. By leaving all of this behind. The chaos, search through the chaos, I try to say that. The reference point so that you have something to hold onto in your life again. Personality traits. Personality traits. If you draw this card for a person, and the question is about another. What kind of person could this be? Then the one is a bit gloomy. He sees life through black glasses instead of pink glasses. The person can also be really stubborn and not want to see his mistakes. Which can. He can also jump up like a bunch of fleas, Bowie, and suddenly become very angry. From 0 to 100, say without being able to dose himself, you know. We call that an explosive character. If you're an explosive character, you can be authoritarian, the one can be authoritarian. It may also be that the person gets respect. He can therefore also stand for that. That is double the Lenormand card. A serious person. Reliable and responsible. It certainly has for when it is a work question. That's the great thing, you know, such a colleague. The one who dares a lot. Personal card. Well, I'll show you mine that you can buy if you want. Or you can get started with this. Person card, this card that can represent a dark-haired, enterprising man, a businessman. He can stand for manager anyway, also applies to this card. It can also represent a man with the zodiac sign of Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. A man. Or it can stand for a doctor. Or he can represent a supervisor, as I said, at work. He can stand for businessman. That's what this card says. What kind of work suits you? Imagine you don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. What can? What comes out is doctor, that can be weatherman or weatherwoman. So manager. Businessman or businesswoman. I would like to add that. Scientific and probably a lot more, but that is what I got to read. Or experienced myself through customers who came to me. If you make a deck of cards with another one, for example this one. Or in this case I have this myself. If you really have a combination, if you have a combination beforehand, then this card stands. And you draw it with the rider, then he faces a blocked communication. The rider stands for blocked communication. I think you know that. Because the rider very often stands for communication. You probably know that. With the snake. An imagined problem. It's not a problem, it's not there. Don't worry, you've imagined it. The stork? Ongoing issues. Okay, that can. Go do something about it. The book? If you do this with the book. A hidden problem. A book can very often represent a secret. A hidden problem in this case. The sun. If the sun is assisted by the Lenormand. Gain insight into a problem. It's the sun again, that's an ultra-positive super card. If it lies next to the clouds, it means that problems are being solved. Also, don't see the Lenormand as a spectre as a card. The coffin and the clouds. What help? It always ensures that you can gain insight. That's the beauty of the cards. That was it again. Card number 6, the clouds, and next time, and I happen to have them with me now because I already wrote a text for them. Next time I'm going to talk to you about the snake. Card number 7, the snake. Well, thank you again for this. I hope you have watched my video.